afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so I have a gentleman coming forward, and I would like to come to the lady just in front of me. Can I have your name, please? Janet? Janet? Yeah, okay. Janet, look, I have this elderly gentleman stepping forward, and I do feel like he comes in either he's your father or he's on the father's side of the family, because it feels very bubbly. Now, this gentleman was quite smart, casually dressed, so he wasn't over the top, but he certainly wasn't casual. So he had quite a nice appearance and took care of his appearance. Now, this gentleman was not an overly tall gentleman, okay? So, but he had a little bit of weight, so he was a bit stocky, and he also is drawing into his heart and around the chest, so I feel like his passing would have been with a heart condition. Can you understand a gentleman connected into father's side of the family who would have perhaps passed with a heart condition or a chest condition? Chest condition, thank you very much. Can you place a gentleman who would have been smart dressed, not over the top tall, and quite and stocky? Can you place this gentleman, please? Well, he wasn't thick. Yeah, okay, thank you very much. He's been sitting here with me and he's been talking to me about you and saying so many very nice things, okay? Now, the first thing he was saying to me was that you have a sense around you of really caring for other people. And that's an energy that you put out and you spend a lot of time investing in other people and how they feel and what's going on. I almost felt like it was almost in a practitioner type of energy. Can you understand this with yourself? Okay, it may not be a formal practitioner, but it certainly is in that spiritual realm of caring and healing and that kind of feeling and modality. Can you understand that? Thank you very much. So he's telling me that there's a situation coming in around you where a proposition will be placed to you by another party for you to perhaps take another step on your journey on that level of working. Can you understand that? Has that started to come in? Yeah, it's coming. You can feel it. Well, he's actually telling me it is coming in and you are going to feel it. And he's asking you not to run it by what has happened in the past and not to distrust people who have come in the past and perhaps not being fully upfront with you. Can you understand that? So don't run it by that filter. Please, will you please just be open, because this person comes in with a different energy and it really will work and you'll be happy. And he says if he gives this message to you tonight, he's saying it's coming and it's gaining momentum in the energetics, and the more open you are, the quicker you're going to draw it to yourself and the more you're going to see this open up, right? Can you accept this? Fantastic. Now, he is very happy that you are here tonight, so he could pass this on to you, okay? He's also giving me a picture of like dominoes. Did you play dominoes when you were a child or something? Because he's showing me dominoes, laughing his head off, thinking, we had a hoot, this was fabulous, wish you could do it more. Okay? That's how he feels around you. So I do think he is with you quite a bit. I do think he walks with you, he talks to you, he inspires you, and he just loves you. I just love it. And that's what he was telling me when I was sitting down. Can I leave him with you? He's a really awesome gentleman. Thank you very much. God bless. Thank you. Okay, where am I coming now? I know where I'm coming, because I had a lady and she kept pointing to you with a pink t-shirt. Could I come to you, please? Okay, so I had this lady. Now this lady was very soft. She was gentle. She was a sort of delicate type of person. But you know what? That was just perhaps what she put out on the outside, because she was a tough cookie. When it came down to it, this lady did not miss her mark. And she was a person who could get things done. But she did it with kindness. And she did it in a way that people actually didn't mind, that she would motivate them, right? So she really has a very, I feel her energy is really soft and really smooth, like an English rose. That kind of feeling comes in with her. Whether or not she's English, I have no idea. But that's a feeling that I got with her, right? Fair, nice, quiet, small, not too big, you know, that kind of feeling. Very motherly in her energetic body. Can you understand this lady? Can you place a lady in spirit who would have had these characteristics and this kind of persona? Can you place this?
There's two of them, so I need
So we need more information. Yes, okay. So this lady, as she says to me that she's drawn my attention immediately to the back, okay, to her back. Does that help to place it? So I feel this lady would have had some issues around her back, and she would have perhaps had some pain, or at least maybe an arthritic condition as she got older. That sort of feeling that comes in, that creaky old bones moving, kind of sitting down, standing up, that sort of feeling comes in with her. Does this help to place this lady? No, not at all. Okay, so we need something else from you to actually bring this connection in. Okay. Look, when I see her with her hair quite nicely set. Okay, quite fair. I feel like she went to the hairdresser. Oh, that vintage, you know, they went to the hairdresser, got the hair set, and then they kept it. Whereas these days we just jump straight in the shower and redo ourselves the next day. But she was not that vintage. This is the type of person she was. Does that help to place her? Thank you very much. Okay, she's happy, and we're delighted because she's actually being placed. Now, why is she here? This is the question, isn't it? Why does she want to come to you tonight? Okay, well, she's telling me that she liked to play cards. You can understand that with this lady. And she's telling me that sometimes life can feel like a game of cards. And you have to sometimes throw a hand out in order to bring hand back to you, right? And that's what she's saying, there's an energy and a transition around you at this time. So she says, you have to put on your poker face. Don't give the game away. Be careful what cards you throw out. And make sure you get enough of the cards back that are going to fall to enhance your hand. So she said, be very strategic. Now, soft persona, hard directive and direction. That's the key to this situation for you, okay? And then what you do is you get everyone moving and you get exactly what you want, and none of them know that you've actually done it. Because you don't have to tell them, all right? It's how you handle them. It's how you handle them. That's what she's trying to tell them. Okay? Could you accept this from this lady, please, this evening? Fantastic. So you know that she's going to be popping in now more and more just to see that this is taking, you know, the right shape and everything's happening the way it should be happening. Okay? So I have to leave her with you, if I could, with a lot of love, many blessings, because I feel like she may have had that kind of faith in her own religion and her own beliefs. So when she says that, she doesn't just say it. Faith. That's what she's giving you. Okay? So I'll leave her with you. God bless. Thank you very much. Okay, you just really stood out to me. So can I come to you, please? Can I have your name just by way of making that connection?
Sue.
Sue. Okay, Sue. Now, I feel like I've got two people, a couple, okay? I want to say mother, the mother just really, that came to me. And are your parents in the spirit?
Yes.
Thank you. Because I felt like it was like mother and then father and then mother and father. They were actually coming in together, and that's what it felt like. I was sort of, so were they very close on the earth plane? And
yes.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so that would make sense to you that they would come together to visit you tonight. Yes?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. So I do feel like I have mother and father here. And mother is very proud of you because she says that you actually are very much like her. Did you even look a bit like her as you got older? Maybe not when you were younger?
Probably more like the father.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. So could you understand that there would be a lady on your mother's side? No, because I just feel like there's someone around with your mother that feels that you would have looked like them on the female side. So would father have had a sister who'd be in the spirit world, or someone where there's a family resemblance? Oh, okay. Well, hold that for a moment. We'll get back to that in a minute, okay? Because I just felt like that was what they were actually saying. Now, okay. I've been given two children, okay? So two children, and I feel like they are younger children, not babies, but younger, okay? Sort of in teens, maybe going into teens, pre-teens, that sort of age bracket around you. Can you understand this? Thank you very much. Okay, and I do get a sense that your parents' presence in your family's life has been sorely missed. Can you understand that?
Yes.
I want to say it's like they're taking me to their grave. Like, are they buried together? Is there like gravestones where they're near each other? Because I feel like that's what they're presenting to me, and it's interesting because I feel like they are very much together, and that was what they wanted. Well, if they didn't do that, was that what they wanted? Because that's what they're presenting, and it's like they are showing me, that the family are around them, and you go there, you visit them, you see them, you keep the grave, whatever's going on there. Can you understand that?
And there is no grave for either of them, but we do sort of have their ashes.
Thank you. Okay. Are they together?
Yes.
Thank you. They were showing me that. Thank you. Okay, that's what they were showing. They are together in life. They are together in death. Right? Okay. And the family gathers around with this. Do you understand that?
Oh, yes.
Yes. And they respect them. They remember them. And there are certain times when you get together just to do this. Right? On those days, you know that they are there.
Yeah.
They're there a lot more than just that. Okay. Is there someone who is getting a new car? There's a feeling that there's like a license being got, freedom, going out, stepping out from the younger ones, stepping out, taking on their life, really looking at that.
My youngest son's hoping to get a new car.
Thank you very much. Because they're aware of this, they're bringing this through for you now, and they're saying that they're going to make sure he makes a wise choice. Okay, and they're going to go with him, and they're going to make sure everything works out okay, if you can understand that. Okay? So you realise that what they're trying to say is that they are with you in so many ways, and they are watching over, not just you, but everyone in the family.
We know that. We know.
Do you know that I feel like your husband really got along well with your family, and really took to your father and your mother, embraced them as father and mother.
Yes.
Because they're telling you they love him. They love him like a son,
Yes.
and that's what they want to leave you with. The fact that you married so well, and that they're so happy, and that they can leave because they know you're well taken care of.
Oh, lovely.
Could I leave that with you,
Thank
please?
you.
Thank you very much. God bless. Thank you. What's the time? 8 o'clock. So we've got about half an hour. Logistics there, because when you start working, you really can't keep track of time and space. Okay. I know that you just stood out to me, so could I come to you, please?
Yes.
Could I have your name?
Sarah.
Sarah. Okay. Is there an overseas connection with you? Thank you very much. So I am linking into you. Okay. I get a very handsome man stepping forward. Okay? And I feel like as he steps forward, he would be tall and lean, and he feels like he's got, well, he maybe dyed his hair fair, but it was sort of a fair complexion. And I just feel that as he steps forward, it feels like, the word I get is a friend. He feels like he's a friend. Like not so much family, we're going into a friend that's passed into spirit. Can you understand a gentleman who would have been maybe a handsome gentleman when he was younger, and lean and tall, and that kind of feeling that comes with that within and around your family? No, okay, that's fine, okay. So what is he's a family, he tells me he's a friend in the family. And I feel like I'm going back, as he presents himself, around about the 70s time frame, sort of stands out. You know those clothes you just can't mistake for 70s? It's like a decade of bad taste. Have you looked at those pictures in the photo album and said, oh my God, what was I thinking? Those who are old enough to remember the 70s? The wedges, the flares, the whole thing happening? Yes? Well, for you, those that were born after that, be very grateful. That's all I can say. Okay. So he does. He feels like a friend of a brother. Do you have a brother?
I do have a brother.
Thank you.
Yes.
So I want to place him as friend of a brother.
Oh,
And can you understand that?
Possibly, but
Thank you. Okay.
yeah.
Well, this is who's coming in. Maybe you can get that placed and have a think about
Yeah.
it. Okay, because he's here and he's quite adamant. He's coming in.
I wouldn't
and-
know if he's passed, I have to be
Okay.
honest, but
Okay.
possibly.
Possibly. Okay. So, well, I'm telling you that he has passed,
Okay.
and if he hasn't passed, then I'm a genius.
Okay.
Because I can speak to people from
Doing
a
well.
very different area of the world. Okay. So I'm thinking he's passed.
Okay.
All right. What he brings in is a great deal of disillusionment, sadness. And I feel like this played a part in his passing.
Okay.
Okay? And he's bringing this in because he said that you've really walked that path and had some things that have really disappointed you, and you've really had to reach inside for the resources to sort of overcome them. And it's the word overcome that he really wants to link in with you today. You understand this? What they told you when you were a child doesn't necessarily come true, and that can lead to a lot of disillusionment and a lot of self-motivation for change and growth. And I don't know that he actually managed that really well, but he's saying that you really did, okay? And that it has taught you to go within for your inner strength, and what you've brought back is you've brought that back to other people around you. Now, I don't know you at all, so I don't know if you do healing or you are a facilitator or you do any of that. Do you? Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Because he's saying that this is what really set you up in this path that you've taken. And he is really just here to say, congratulations, and you have done so well for making the journey and embracing it the way you have, and then to be able to give that to other people, you have to be commended. He went self-pity, he went the victim, and you've come through as the victor, and you're now in charge of your life and you've redefined it. So good on you. And he is here to acknowledge that and to say you have a team of helpers who are there because of what you've given. Okay, and they are going to stay with you and continue to grow.
Yeah. I genuinely feel that as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, it makes so much sense.
Thank
Incredible.
you. Yeah. Thank you. Because they're all there, you just reach out, they are there.
Yeah, I do feel their support.
Fabulous. Well, he wants to say hello to your brother.
Sure.
And be remembered.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I feel like he was cut short.
Mm.
So I'll leave him with you if I
Thank you.
could, and I'll say God bless.
Thank you.
As I'm speaking and as I'm preparing, I am actually coming to this lady here. So, may I come to you, please? Thank you. Now, may I have your name just as a link for a connection? Margaret. Now, immediately when you gave me that name, I was impressed with the name. Now, I don't know if this is the person who's going to be coming through, but I heard it, so I have to honour that and pass that name on to you. So if you could hold the name of Mary, please. I don't know if that means, does that mean anything to you?
It's my mum.
Mum in spirit?
No.
No, that's okay. So what we're doing is we're just linking in, and they're giving me something to link in with you as we settle our energies in, to let me know that I am with you, okay? Okay. Now as I come to you, I get a lady who would have had a very strong connection actually to like the religious faith, so more on a religion rather than a spiritual connection, although their religion was their spiritual connection, if you know what I mean, but it was more orthodox, that's the word I'm looking at. So this lady is going back, you know, she's quite a thin lady, and she's got like a cardigan or some kind of cardigan on, and she was quite thin and a little bit old-fashioned in her dressing. Like she had like a dress that was coming to their face very much. And as she steps forward, you know, she places, oh, I can see her, she places before you this beautiful rosary, because I feel that there would have been something very sacred and significant to this for her. Can you understand this with her? She might have had like something that was very cherished from her faith. That's what she wants to present. So I want to place that around your neck. And it's for protection. And it's for guidance. And as she places it around your neck, she says that you have an interest in the spiritual realm. Would this be accurate?
Yes.
She's placing it there for a reason. Because you've opened up your energy field to explore not just mediumship, connection to spirit, but do you have an interest in, like,
I'm on the spiritual path.
ghosts? Have you got an interest in psychic, I'm trying to find the right word here because I don't want to put the wrong words to it, hauntings, places of unrest. Can you understand this? Well, if you can't, she's saying it's a chapter that will come around you.
Okay.
Can you understand this?
Yeah, I do have spirits around.
So she's placing this rosary around your neck. And as she places it around your neck, she says, it may just be a belief and an orthodox religion to some, but it is a powerful force in creation, and it's got 2,000 years of prayers and people believing in it, and it will always protect you. No matter what happens, no matter who pops in, no matter what the road brings to you, you just think of that and say a prayer, and you will always have that guidance and protection for you. Can you accept that?
Yes, thank you.
Good. She really is a very insightful lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you might not think of it by looking at her, but my goodness, she has a lot of wisdom.
Yeah.
So she's going with you on this journey, and she's watching you in spirit. Okay? Now on the physical plane, she says, up a hill, down a dale, round about, and where you stop, no one will ever know or ever pinpoint that tail and that donkey. You are a traveller of life. And she's saying you're accumulating your own wisdom. Okay? So enjoy it and embrace it and follow your heart's desire, and don't let anybody say you can't because you can do it. And that's her message to you tonight. Can I leave her with you?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. This lady just here in front of me, can I come to you, please? Now again, I'm just going to ask you for your name just so I can make that voice link.
Helen.
Helen. Okay, Helen, what do we have? I have a sense of music around you. Do you understand in your family, was there someone who used to really enjoy playing music or musical instruments? Can you understand this?
Playing music.
Playing music. Now this music used to, I just feel like they would fill the room with this music. And it's about lifting your voice and projecting it. It's about doing what, limitations, freeing yourself of those limitations, freeing yourself of wondering what other people are going to think about what you sound like, or that music that belts out. Do you ever have those moments where you just launch into it in full swing, and if anyone heard you, you would just kind of like, do you ever have those moments? You do, so you recognise this, okay. So immediately I get a smell of cigarette smoke, okay? And this is the person who's actually stepping forward. And I feel like the smoke is the way you recognise them. It's almost like their calling card, because I actually get the sense you smell it at times. It's real, right? Okay. I'm also getting around you with this link, this person who's just stepping in closer and closer. I also get, I feel like I have a male spirit building up very close to me. Someone who's very, very close to you. Someone who you really want to hear from. Someone who you miss, and there's a hole in your heart because you miss this person so much. And I just want to say that I am feeling it. And it's making my body just tingle with this feeling of connectedness to you. Now, if I didn't know how to control myself and he really came in, I would just give you the biggest hug right now, because that would be him throwing his arms around you, okay? Now, with this, do you understand the game of Scrabble? Because I got the game of Scrabble, okay, and I'm placing it before you. When you were Did you play that with this gentleman, or is this something in your family? There's something around with Scrabble, okay? Because I feel like I've got all of the words being laid out, okay? And someone's laughing, saying you're making that up. That doesn't exist. That word isn't in the dictionary, but it's in your dictionary. Does that make sense to you? No? All right. Okay. So I may have moved to another person. Okay. So I'll just ask, does anybody else understand that they used to play Scrabble when they were younger and they had that feeling of making up words? All right. So the person who's just influencing me, can they just stand next to you, please? And I'll pick them up in a minute and I'll just finish off here. You understand that? Spirit want to come in, they want to be recognised. So if that is not with you, I will remove that from your reading, okay? Now, I also want to say to you that I got the feeling of like a policeman energy, or someone who was very much a detective in nature. They like to detect, they like to work things out, they like to, you know a detective. They're always looking for the answers and the clues and the bits that are missing. Can you understand someone in spirit who would be like this? Who would be a detective type of energy and who would drive everyone in the family nuts? You don't understand this? I might have left you. So I might have to leave this gentleman with you because he's obviously said what he needed to say, and say God bless to you with that. Okay, thank you very much. Could you understand that detective type of energy, that feeling where you're going to find out all the things that are going on in the background, constantly looking for reasons behind things, this type of personality that's never ending, never shutting down, always questioning, always looking for answers and clues. Can you understand this?
I'm not sure, but the Scrabble is it.
Because I feel like this gentleman is actually standing here, and he was the one who was saying with the Scrabble, okay? And it feels like he has this sense around him that he was very much that detective. Well, that is what he's bringing in. Now, could you place that with yourself or a situation in your life at this time? Could you place that you are researching, searching, looking for answers, looking behind things? There is this dynamic going on in your life, yes? So
Yes.
It's not with him, it's actually with you. Okay, thank you. Because that was what I kept getting, and the words were, it's like put on that uniform and play the policeman. You're the detective. No one will bring it to you, you have to be the detective. Can you accept that? Thank you very much. Well then, that is the message I actually have with this, and the Scrabble is just obviously just their way of letting me know that this part of the message was for you. Okay? So could I leave that with you, please?
Thanks,
Thank
Carol.
you very much. Okay. So let me now go. Now, why did that happen? Why would one spirit sort of come in on another person's reading? Well, think about it. There's that many relatives in the room. So you're looking at, 35 people? And if you think if each of you know at least 2 people who are in spirit, who have about a whole team of spirit people coming, can you imagine how many people are actually in the room? Right? So there's one person who's doing the DEMS at this time, and there's all these people who are coming in and saying to that medium, this person. And so sometimes they actually just throw it in because they don't think that message will get heard, and that can happen sometimes. So you have to be a little bit discerning. Just so that you know what can happen on that level. So I actually want to come to the young ones just to hear if I may come to you. Can I come to you, please? Thank you very much. Now, can I have your name?
Shay.
What was that?
Shay.
Shay? Oh, that's lovely. I like that. That's a nice name. Okay, Shay. Okay. Shay. I get a very open heart around you. Okay? So I get someone who feels and empathises with everyone around them. Would you recognise that about yourself? Are you very empathic? So you pick up on what's going on around everybody else? Very open with your heart, and are very kind to your friends and want to listen to them. Do you recognise this? You do? Okay. Okay, so we're just linking in and we're bringing that connection forward for you. I also get a really strong feeling that you have a very open mind, and I'm being taken back. Have you seen spirit for yourself when you were very, very young? Did you have any kind of open where you would have seen spirit or got a sense of them around you? Not that you remember. Because I got this picture of you very young and actually having like night terrors or dreams or waking up and feeling that there had been someone around you, but you couldn't quite work out what that was. So the people who brought you tonight, are you Mum? Thank you. Could you understand, was there like dreams, or was there times when she would sort of wake up and get that feeling where she'd be restless?
I'll actually come wandering up tomorrow.
Thank you. Because what I was told to tell you was that you actually have a very open door, and fear from that time has been closing that door down. It's almost like a protection, so that you don't get any influences that are not going to be beneficial for you. Does that make sense, Mum? Thank you. Okay. So you have an open door to the spirit realm, yes? And I would think this, because I'm getting that this just doesn't sit here, it starts here, and it starts through the family, because mediums are born into mediums' families. You understand that, right? So could you understand that there is an element of mediumship that runs through your family?
Yes.
Thank you. Because I have an elderly lady who's actually standing here, and she's quite a few generations back in the sense that she is quite elderly. And she was a small lady, and I felt like as she steps forward, she brings in the feeling that she was very much a mediumistic type of person. However, she didn't vent it and she didn't tell people. It was kind of just who she was, but she didn't sort of run it past everyone or do readings or do anything with it. Does that make sense to you? Say no if it doesn't, because that's fair, and I'm just giving you exactly what this lady is giving me.
I can't place her.
You can't place her. Okay, so I need to get some more information, okay? So I want to actually come to, the first thing I'm getting is mother's side of the family, and I want to go back a generation from mother. So I want to come into grandmother to mother, that kind of great-grandmother type of feeling. And I want to come to a small, short lady who had wavy hair, very grey, and as she steps forward, she has a cardigan on with a longer dress and very flat shoes with just a little heel, and they will lace up. And she shows me like she's got her bag, which would be one of those old-fashioned clip bags, and she wore like a hat, and she was very nicely dressed. That's the impression that I'm getting. Can you place this?
Don't know a lot about the mother's side.
Okay.
Don't know a lot. I mean, I only had contact with that particular grandmother for a very small time.
So can you just hold that? This is this
Yeah.
lady, this is who she's telling me she is, and maybe you can find out. Maybe there's a picture or there's something like
There's another nana who used to like to dress
All
and
right.
had a handbag,
Okay.
but her hair wasn't really dark. It was wavy.
Okay. So this lady's here, okay? Please take her and fit her to where she fits in your life, because that's what she's telling me. And she's more here for this young one here, in the sense that she's telling me that there is this mediumistic strain through the family. It comes in through the family, and that you have a very open door to the spirit realm, and that you need to work with it in order to learn how to use it when the time is right for you. That's what she wants to bring to you today. When the time is right, and it's not now, because there's too much to do in your life, okay? In the physical life, okay? I also, she just is, she doesn't want to give away your secrets. But is there a young man that you're kind of keen on? There isn't? You should trust and tell him. You should put it out there because you might be pleasantly surprised at what comes back to you. Can you hold that? That's why she's here tonight. Spirit do know, and they are with you. So can I leave that with you with a lot of love? Thank you very much. Time, right? What time is it? Can I borrow someone's glasses, please, and then I can see?
Just on the
Just
line.
like okay. So I've been going for probably about 20 minutes, so it's probably getting to that time. I feel like I've got one more, and then I need to hand it over to the rest of the crew. So, who am I coming to? Okay, I have to come to you, because I know I'm not allowed to sit down until I come to you. Can I come to you, please? Yes. Right, can I have your name? Rebecca. Now, see, I'm scratching my head, and I don't generally stand here in public scratching my head. I don't, all right. So I'm thinking there's a situation around you, you might be scratching your head over. Can you understand this? Thank you very much. That's just confirming that I am making that link with you. Okay. I have a gentleman stepping forward. It's a male presence, male energy connecting in with you at this time. I'm hearing the word father, so I'm coming to father side of the family with you because I don't feel like it's necessarily your father as such, okay? Right, so I'm coming to father side of the family. So now I'm asking him where I would place him on the tree of the family branches. Where am I hanging him on your branches? And I really do feel like I want to come into like an uncle that would be connected into father. You understand an uncle? Father connection in spirit who would like to come forward and make his presence known for you tonight, okay? And with that, I feel like I want to cough, so I don't know if there was something that is clearing his throat, or I mean, you. Are you ready to speak up? Are you ready to clear your throat? Are you ready to be heard? Are you ready to step forward? That's what he's saying to you. Can you understand this? Yeah? But we're going to make it clearer. You said we're going to make it clearer. I want to come into a relationship that you have with someone, and I want to come into, I almost feel like it's almost like a parent-child type of relationship, and there's a need to clear your throat, to make yourself heard, and to really speak your mind, and to bring it forward. Do you understand this? Yes. Okay. Clearing your throat helps. Scratching your head doesn't. They will always bamboozle you. Okay? That's that feeling that comes in. That's their job. Alright? Okay. Now, I also want to come into an area of work for you. Okay? And I do sense change that comes in, and it's like waves at the ocean. It sort of just rolls on in, bit by bit by bit, and there's change within you. And so you're not necessarily in the same place that you were, and so now you're looking to create that change. Does that make sense with you in an area of your work? Yeah. And I would suggest that you'll find yourself stepping out of that work and actually bringing new work to you to meet you on the level that you're now at, as opposed to dealing with, what you've been putting up with. You understand it? Thank you. So changes are big, and your aura is just glowing, which is telling me that spirits are just building up around you so full on, and I can see, I think it's a guide, and it's like she's just standing behind you. She's just saying, I need to be introduced at this point. And yeah, she reminds me of Mother Mary with the long headscarf that comes all the way down, but it's not, cutting off her face. It's actually enhancing her beautiful body, and she's got the most beautiful flowing robes. and she's actually coming forward for you. Have you been aware of her, or have you been made aware of her before? So let me look at her. Show yourself again. This is a healing guide. Does that fit with your vocation in life? A healing guide? Oh, she's going to. She's coming for you. Not in the sense of taking it back there. She's coming to help you here. So let's make that clear, shall we? We're not the prophet of gloom. But she is. She really is. Wow. And she's awesome. This is about healing. This relationship with her is about healing. Okay? Do your fingers ever glow green? I notice that about people. I do when they're healers. When they're healers, I notice their fingers start to grow green. That's the one. Thank you very much. I need that help. Get myself tongue-tied. But your fingers tips are starting to grow green. Glow green. I'm going to stop while I'm here. Okay. Watch out for her, because she will make her presence known to you. And it could be a challenging situation, but it's okay, because you've got a mighty fine helper to see you through that situation. Can you hold this? Wow. Lucky lady. You want to get her drawn. You want to get her actually drawn. You want to do that, because that would be something to have that would be very special. So now I'll leave that with you, please.